What started as a simple rain shower turned into a spectacular electrical storm, which turned the television off and left Soph and me playing cards whilst the lightning flashed outside. But for Piha, it rapidly unravelled into an emergency with extremely heavy rainfall and a lot of wind and the need for people to be evacuated. Good morning, Joe. It's certainly the wild, wild west out here today, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's also Happy New Year Eve.
New Year Eve?
Yeah, it's the last day of our financial year today, Bridget.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that a cause for celebration?
Oh, in a lockdown 4, I don't know. Might pop a bottle of champagne just in anticipation of a better year next year.
Yeah, roll on next year.
Yeah.
Looking pretty horrible outside.
Yeah, we've had a massive amount of rain overnight, and be the longest stretch of rain I've ever experienced out here, and it was heavy. It's flooding all through the valley, campground, bridges have been taken out, so it's not looking good out there. Apparently there's slips on Piha Road and on the Senate Drive, so we're kind of like locked in. So we're in a lockdown, locked in at Piha. Great.
Yeah, and it's still raining.
It's still raining, yes. Might go out and have a little look, see if we can help anyone out today.
Yeah. Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 31st of August, and it's been a wild and woolly kind of 12 hours. Last night we had a really long, sustained and very dramatic thunderstorm. Then through the night we had torrential rain. The fire brigade sirens, volunteer fire brigade sirens, one went off at 2 a.m. and I think another one went off about 3:30 a.m. We had significant flooding in the valley. We have creeks that are prone to burst if we have really heavy rain. So I think there's about 200 millimetres of rain that fell overnight, which is just an astronomical amount of rain. So there were people that needed to be rescued from their houses. So we've woken up this morning. Our creek at the bottom of our property is raging. It's really noisy. We haven't gone for a walk yet, but we might go and do a bit of a stretch our legs and get some fresh air because it's now stopped raining. But to add insult to injury, there was a power cut this morning. So it's level 4 lockdown. Some people are being evacuated from their houses. There's road damage, and then there's a power cut. It's one of the downsides of living in Piha, power, but we have a full solar system and a Tesla battery, and that's one of the reasons that we do it, just to make sure that we've got constancy of supply. So I will report back, but at the moment I have a batch of roast vegetable soup on the stove ready for lunch because it's a soup kind of day, and Joe is down in the garage thinking about going down to Glen Esk Road with some of the major damages and seeing if there's something that he can do to help with some of the debris and mess that there is down there. Anyway, I'll check in later. Power cuts are really frequent here in Piha. So about 3 years ago, we invested in a solar panel system with a large Tesla battery to make sure that we've got plenty of electricity when we need it. Joe jumped into his Can-Am and instead of fishing, took his shovel and went and dug drains and ditches. So Soph and I have just been for a walk around the block. We stayed away from Glen Esk Road, which is the road where there's the majority of the flooding, because the last thing they need is people going for a little drive through or walk through. But it's left a pretty stark reminder of what went on last night on the beach, hasn't it?
Yeah, like the whole beach is just reformed. It's like we're not even in Piha anymore. Like new rock formations, new waterfalls, new streams.
Yeah, so there's Lion Rock in the middle, which is obviously Lion Rock doesn't move. But yeah, it's cut out whole new creeks because the creek exploded because there's such a huge amount of water that had to be released, and it's carved a whole bunch of new creeks through the beach, moved enormous amounts of sand.
Like whole rock formations we hadn't seen in the sand before. Like you're going to the tops of it and now all exposed.
And that waterfall that we saw?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive waterfall that's coming down the side of the rocks.
Yeah, you can see where the banks burst in the sand and where it's like swirled, and because there's just like sand cliffs that are like dropping off the river now.
Yeah, and when we walked back through the big smoke, i.e. where the post office is and the cafe and the store, which is largely untouched. But as we got towards the bridge, there's a car that's someone's VW Golf or something has been picked up and dumped down there with a whole bunch of branches.
And there's like a rock stuck under it. And
yeah. Yeah, so everywhere you look, there's still water running downhill in Piha. Joe's up Glen Esk Road. He's helping dig out ditches, because by clearing drains and ditches, more of the water can drain out. But yeah, we're locked in and locked down. There's a slip on Piha Road, so I think Piha Road's going to be down to one lane. But yeah, it was a pretty dramatic weather event. So no lockdown loops or frivolous walking today. It's all a bit serious. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Bridget.
So you're back from Glen Esk Road and you've been... What's it look like down there?
It's a mess. Obviously massive flooding overnight. The creek burst its banks, and there's quite a few of the houses actually got absolutely inundated, a la water through the house. I feel more like a spectator because some of the guys have been working all night and morning. Been down there with the shovel and cleaning out culverts and drains, just keep the water flowing out. But there's silt, mud everywhere. It's you got to feel sorry for the people down there. But awesome community.
We do have an awesome community. Do you know how many people have actually evacuated from their houses?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but everyone's been looked after, aren't they?
I'd say it's probably about 4 houses. So I don't know how many people in each of those houses. But it's absolute mess down there.
But when you look at the Facebook page this morning and people offering up rooms and houses and...
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. It is a strong community which will look out for each other. So it's cool to be involved, but it's a shame that it's actually happened.
Yeah, especially since we were so happily walking along Glen Esk Road yesterday, saying how beautiful it was on the way to our walk, and now it's been trashed again. Yeah,
I'd say there'd be damage on the Kitty trail, so it'd be quite nice to probably pop up there tomorrow when the water goes down a bit and have a look.
Okay.
So
I'll have to make you a cup of tea.
Thank you, Bridget.